At 7'1", 330 pounds, Shaquille O'Neal looms high above the NBA landscape. Some even describe him as larger than life. But who better to describe him than Shaq himself?
Off the court, silly, extroverted. But on the court, he's dominant, elbow throwing, dunking, everything.
And it didn't take long for Shaq to make a splash in the NBA.
With the first pick in the 1992 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic selects Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State University.
I think I'm a new breed of 7-footer. If I was a fan, I would come watch me play because I can do a lot of things. I can run, I can dive on the floor, have a beautiful smile, see?
But he was no cuddly cartoon character on the court. With his awesome blend of size, power, and agility, Shaq was a force unlike any the league had ever seen before.
Now the Magic with a final shot chance. O'Neal runs the floor, takes it all the way.
You got a guy who's in the league who's roughly 20, 21 years old, who has force like the Terminator.
Oh, what a dunk. Hey, look at him, look back at Morning.
When he first got into the league, he was an elite player. I mean, one guy can't stop him, two guys can't stop him.
Lob to O'Neal with the left hand off balance. And even Shaquille was impressed with that one. Oh, my.
You know, he came into the league knowing what he could do, and that was to be dominant around the basket, and he stayed with it. He wore that bigness, that 7'2", 300 and some pounds as a badge of honor.
AB finds the big fella. Bradley could not stop it.
But he was much more than just raw power. Shaq also displayed an engaging personality that seemed even larger than his gigantic frame.
Shaquille.
And his performances weren't limited to the court. He was a natural in front of the camera, ready to entertain at a moment's notice.
This is how I've always been. You can go back all the way to Hinesville, Georgia, and I want you to go find her. Miss Swan was my 4th grade teacher, and Miss Davis was my 5th grade teacher. They're in Hinesville, Georgia, at the Horace Mann Elementary School. Ask her, was I a class clown? Ask her, did I always get in trouble? Did I always make people laugh? And I've been this one ever since age 0. Now you know I'm a professional rapper.
What's the password?
Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Bye. My main man Shaq got a funky black Benz. Then for Shaq equals a lot of millions. Oh my.
While Shaq was becoming a national phenomenon, he was also transforming his Orlando Magic into contenders.
Shaquille O'Neal, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, and all those guys. Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant. I mean, I thought we was the Beatles. But, you know, most of the time it was always Shaquille O'Neal that everybody was wanting to see.
The Orlando Magic heading to the NBA title.
Success had arrived quickly for O'Neal as he reached the NBA Finals in just his 3rd season. But the exhilarating ride would come to a crashing halt when the Magic were swept by the Houston Rockets in 4 straight games. The fun-loving center now faced questions about whether he took the game seriously enough. And as a free agent in 1996, he also faced a major decision about his future.
At first, I was sort of a big fish in a small pond, and it really didn't matter. Then the pond started getting dry. It was time to change. It was time for me to move on. It was time for me to better myself.
I'm going to introduce you to the newest Los Angeles Laker. He's going to wear number 34. I've often thought that the birth of my children was something I'll never forget. For us to sign Shaquille really ranks right there with it.
It seemed the perfect fit, the NBA's biggest star moving to the land of stars, Hollywood. And it was the only stage big enough for his many talents. And Shaq embraced the spotlight, performing in movies, music, and commercials. his popularity reached new heights.
I used to be the beast of the East. Now I'm the great test of the West.
O'Neal? That would be me. That's how I do it in real life.
He's gonna ramble. He runs over and poses for a cameraman.
Shaq, you notice him because he dunks so hard and he go down and he's staring and glaring and all that stuff.
If I dunk and I see my man right there, the camera guy, I got a couple of seconds where I'm gonna go up to him. Because I know they're gonna show that on TV. Shaq's acting silly again. I got this thing I do now when I dunk, I walk fast rather than run. Because they always say run and get back. I don't feel like running, so I'll walk fast. And I'll shrug the shoulders. You can show that for a couple seconds.
Look at Shaq! Look at Shaq on the floor! You think he's having some fun?
Okay, thank you. Let me say you something, man. My name is SHAQUILLE O'Neal. I'm the third brother of Shaquille O'Neal from the Los Angeles Lakers.
But for all his flair, there were still questions about his focus. The Lakers were swept from the playoffs 2 years in a row, and many wondered whether Shaq had the resolve to become a champion.
A lot of criticism has come to Shaq just by virtue of the fact that, hey, the guy hasn't won yet, or his team got swept in the playoffs.
Shaq's joyful exterior masked the frustration that burned deep within, and his hunger to win grew stronger with each season.
4 seconds. Shaquille fadeaway.
Fed up with failure and criticism, Shaq was ready to unleash his vengeance on the rest of the league. As the 2000 season began, he became more dominant and dedicated than ever under new coach Phil Jackson. He was also balancing his two very different identities.
I'm not mean in real life. If I see an old lady walking across the street with 6 bags, I'm not gonna walk by and bump one of the bags out of her hand just because she got on the San Antonio Spurs shirt. I'm gonna go help her. Off the court, but on the court, hey, Dave Robinson got a couple bags and he got on the San Antonio Spurs shirt. I'm not gonna help him at all. But it's nothing personal.
Shaq spins. Oh, the extra move, he dunked it!
His work ethic carries over to us. When you have your superstar work like that, it becomes contagious.
Kobe underneath, throws it up, no, slam dunk, Shaq.
Shaq has worked very hard on his game, really hard on his game.
I'll let you show the outcome. Roll.
The outcome for Shaq was his finest season ever. He excelled in every phase of the game, a performance that did not go unnoticed.
Shaquille, you've had a dominating MVP season. Number 1 in scoring, number 2 in rebounds, number 3 in block shots, 4 assists a game almost, and only 3 people played more minutes as you were leading your team to 67 victories. It's a pleasure to watch you grow. Congratulations, 1999-2000 NBA MVP, Shaquille O'Neal.
Still, the hardware he wanted most was a championship ring, and he would get it when the Lakers defeated the Pacers in the finals.
And the Lakers are the 2000 NBA champions. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
And we're gonna get one next year too.
And O'Neal would fulfill his bold prediction, leading the Lakers to glory once again in 2001.
Back-to-back titles for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I told you I was gonna get another. The big I told you so.
I want to rock right now. I'm Shaq D's and I came to get down. Yes, I'm internationally known, and I'm known to rock a microphone.
The NBA's premier rapper had erased his bad rap once and for all, proving beyond a doubt that he is indeed a winner. Shaq has staked his claim to NBA greatness.
I don't believe what I just saw.
I think he will be recognized as the best center that ever played. And boy, that's a compliment. Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, so forth.
Yet for all he's achieved, Shaq remains an irrepressible character with an immense talent for enjoying life and enjoying the game. And he's carving out his own special place in basketball lore.
When it's all said and done, I would like to, you know, return to the Staples Center and just, you know, just like, see all the jerseys up there. Goodrich, Worthy, Johnson, Jabbar, West, O'Neal. never be nice for my career. And I could just look at my sons and go, Daddy was bad. I was the baddest big man ever.